Hello everyone, how you doing? It is me, Mr4K Upscaler. So recently I played Anthem PC demo from Origin store, and my first impressions on the Anthem graphics and the 4K are very impressive, I have to say. Please do keep in mind these are my own opinions and first impressions on the 4K and the graphics. Also keep in mind this is just a demo. The first thing that I noticed was the usage of real-time ray tracing on this game, and the volumetric light shadows really looks good, and the RTX graphics card here truly is going to utilize that real-time ray tracing really good. And what I have seen here, even here in this little bar, when I was walking around this bar with all the light that it's reflecting to the characters and all around this area, look really good. Now in terms of display settings, you can go up to 4K. You do have the ability to have the 4K resolution along with the graphics quality all the way to ultra, mesh quality, effects quality, post-processing, terrain quality, vegetation quality, anti-aliasing, ambient occlusion. As you can see, the ambient occlusion right here looks really good, and the volumetric light along with the RTX real-time ray tracing is truly going to showcase just what this game is going to really look when the final version, full version comes out. Please do keep in mind this is just a demo. The demo, it's not the final version of the game. The demo is just something that gives us a little glimpse of what we can expect. And considering that this is a demo and I'm judging this based on the demo, it really looks great. Is there a real-time ray tracing in this game? Yes, there is. And as you can see right here, you'll see the reflection of the other buildings out there, of the sky, and real-time ray tracing, it's something that's gonna play a huge role in the next generation gaming, next generation graphics. We're gonna see that on PlayStation 5. We're gonna see that on the new Xbox whenever it comes out. But for now, PC is taking the advantage of it with games like this. So, like I said, the volumetric light, the real-time ray tracing, the shadows, the only thing I wasn't impressed was the textures on the characters. You know, this is a little bit of a downgrade when it comes to the textures and the characters. I was really expecting to see more realistic textures on the character. It seems they downgraded a little bit here. They sacrificed a little bit here on the textures for the character. Now the hair works is still there, but it just looks as if the characters have been downgraded. Now, having said this, this is still a demo. It's not a final version. I'm sure maybe in the full version we'll see these characters be more patched up and with the much better textures. But if you can overlook the characters and if you look at the world is really portrayed realistically, and the graphics are really good, man. I have to admit, you know, when you see this in the 4K, when you watch this in 4K, you are going to be really impressed with the volumetric light, the real-time ray tracing, the textures on the wall, the reflections. Everything else in this game really shines except the characters. Like, my only complaint here, if there's any complaints that I have to choose and pick, would be the characters. The textures on the characters, it's something that it's not what I saw on 2017 E3 demo. But everything else, like when you go to this plaza right here, this trade plaza, it looks really amazing, man. The reflection of the light in the sky and the shadows of this Colosseum, whatever this is, this trade market Colosseum, it just looks amazing. The reflection on the puddles, the light that's beaming down, the shadows, the high resolution on the shadows, all of it just really looks great. You know, I mean, I have no complaint about overall graphics in this game. It looks amazing. Like I said, my only complaint is the characters. It's just I felt that the texture on the texture detail on the characters on E3 2017, that Casey Hudson, team developer of this, lead team developer of this game, who worked on previous BioWare games like Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, Star Wars Knight of the Old Republic. It's just that the character detail, it's a downgrade. I do have to admit, you know, it's not what we saw in 2017. What we saw in 2017 was a more realistic character detail. Hopefully they can patch this up in the full version and fix this. For some reason, EA always and BioWare always have a problem when it comes to character detail. We have seen that with the Mass Effect Andromeda, and it always seems to be that issue. I don't know why that is. You know, we do have graphics cards, we do have horsepower to handle the rendering. But look, volumetric light, the real-time ray tracing. If you want to buy an RTX card, this is it. I would say forget the Battlefield 5. You know, I think this game, Anthem, is truly going to showcase that real-time ray tracing, especially in a 4K. When you are playing this in 4K on a really good 4K monitor, you're really going to appreciate the RTX 2080 and 2070. Then you're going to say, oh, well, this is why I bought RTX 2070, 2080 graphics cards, 20 series graphics cards. Even here, you can see just that light, that lamp right there, that's beaming on his face. Like I said, the textures of the characters, it just looks like they're like waxed. They look like mannequins. They look really waxed, and I was really disappointed on that. But in terms of volumetric light, as you can see here, the shadows, the real-time ray tracing, it really looks detailed here, man. The reflection and everything just looks pretty darn good. So my only complaint, it's the characters. The detail of the characters looks really bland, looks waxed. They look like mannequins, like waxed mannequins, you know. So that's my only complaint, is the characters. If they can fix the characters, if they can fix their, you know, detail on the face and everything else, I would appreciate that. Well, there you have it. This is my first impressions, guys. Hopefully this will give you some idea. Thank you for watching. Remember, this is just 4K and graphics. It's not about the gameplay. I'm not making this video for the gameplay. Thank you for watching.